That's good, Josh.
Oh, I'm unmuting now.
Unmute.
Good.
You good?
All right, guys. Flanagan Fowles had a hamstring, didn't return. Tevin Coleman, knee, didn't return. Dante Pettis, shoulder, didn't return. Garoppolo, ankle, didn't return. Kittle, foot, didn't return. And Fred Warner had a stinger, but did return. Go ahead.
Kyle, the way the defense started this game, especially those first two series, you guys had an opportunity to really get some momentum. That third down play on the first drive, the Wildcat, can you take us through that and why was that installed and why was that the time to call that play?
Why is it? It's installed because it's a good play, just not versus zero. They got us and they had all-out blitz. Like the call there when I made it, but hoping that we'd have 2 downs. I think it was 3rd and 7 or 3rd and 8. We were out of field goal range. Thought that'd at least get us into field goal range with the possibility to have a second play. But when you lose yards on it, then it was over. They didn't have a good look. Jed had no chance. He ended up zeroing us on it.
Is there any early indication on the Kittle foot injury? Did the initial X-rays show any sort of fracture?
Yeah, the X-rays. Sorry, go ahead. What'd you say?
I was just going to ask Jordan Reed. Did he seem like in practice this past week whether he might be able to play in the upcoming game?
Yeah, Kittle. They didn't have nothing was broken at least on the X-rays. So we got to check MRIs and stuff tomorrow. And hoping for Jordan Reed this week, but I'm not sure right now.
Kyle, it seemed like Jimmy was a little out of sorts. His accuracy was off from the get-go. And how much was that attributed to the ankle injury, and what's the status of that ankle now?
You can ask him on the ankle. I know it was hurt once I think we all saw, and he didn't go back in on that one play. But he had a good week of practice throwing it. But high ankle sprains linger, so you never know when it's going to affect you. But I know he heard it later in the game or reheard it, and we'll wait till tomorrow to see how bad it is.
What's your level of confidence in this offense going forward without Deebo Samuel? It seems like he's just irreplaceable for you guys, and it seems like it's hard to sort of scheme around what he provides. How do you do that going forward?
I got a lot of confidence in our offense no matter who's out there. You got to play well to have a good game, and I don't think we played very well today, starting with me. Made a few too many mistakes, got to go in there a little bit in the second or in the fourth quarter, but I didn't think we played good as a group. And when you're missing a good player like Deebo, always that's a struggle. But we've missed players a number of times, and that's no reason to go out there and not play well.
How would you assess Garoppolo's play when he was out there? Certainly had the interception early. Was there some, did you have some frustration with the way he played today?
I was frustrated with the whole offense. Started with myself. Just wasn't a very good day for us. Thought the defense came out, played pretty inspired those first couple drives, and gave us a good chance to get up on them, and we missed those opportunities. I thought the third down call that didn't give us a chance versus all out. We needed to do a little bit better before that, and would have loved to go for it on 4th down, but not after we lose it. But it was both times the defense got us a chance, and we didn't come out anything with it right when we get it around the 50 too. So I was disappointed with the whole group. No one played great. That always starts with me, but glad we got a game coming up soon so we can turn the page pretty quick and get ready for Green Bay.
Kyle, obviously if you try, I don't know whether they're trick or more creative plays and they don't work, then they're stupid plays. You talked about that. Wildcat. There's also, I guess, kind of the throwback to Taylor, and then the pitch to McKinnon. It looked like he was going to hand that back. How you kind of salvage that play. But when you say you didn't like it, you didn't have your best game, do you look at some of those plays or different stuff?
I look at everything. Every single play. So it's, the screen. It was a screen to Trent Taylor that we've hit a bunch, but the D lineman did a good job of getting through the O-line. I don't consider Wildcat a tricky play. I just consider it a power or a handoff. It's not very good versus all out, so don't want to run any run there versus all out. That's some stuff we've done a number of times on that 3rd and long in that 40-yard area, trying to get 2 plays to go for it or kick a long field goal. But no, you're trying to hit some big plays, and we missed those opportunities early and didn't get much with the run game going. Tried to get it going. I think we committed to it pretty well in the first half, but when you don't get any big plays in the run game, and then you make some of those mistakes. I mean, you guys saw what happened. So eventually we had to get away from it and start throwing it.
Jimmy Ward was obviously very frustrated after that hit. I'm sure you're probably have the same frustration. Is there any other way you can coach that where Russell looks like he's maybe going down, but then he looks like he might not be?
No, I mean, you can just give them the first down, which happens a ton because guys are scared as can be to get those penalties. They're not trying to be cheap. They're also not trying to get fined. It's a big point in the game. If they get a first down, it's pretty much over, and they're right there at the sticks, and he is very good at what he did, waiting till the last second. And it's just a huge challenge that not just our team has, the whole NFL has that. It's a tough play. I understand why we do it. Got to protect the quarterback and protect everyone, but it's very tough for our guys. I thought they tried to do it and hold on as well as they can.
Well, I know Kittle was the target on that play that was intercepted, but why wasn't Kittle more involved in the early going and maybe midway through that game when the offense is stuttering a little bit?
I think he is, but just sometimes you don't get the ball to him. I mean, there's never a time that we ignore Kittle, but coverages, fronts, all that stuff plays into it. And I don't think anyone had very big stats there in the first half, and that's usually what happens when you're not doing very well.
2 more, please.
Kyle, Seattle hadn't been getting much pressure all season. I know every game's different, but were they doing something? Are they coming on about blitzes? Were they crowding the line? Was there something that caused them to get all that kind of pressure in this game?
No, they brought a lot of blitzes, and when they brought them early and thought we had some chances, usually when they bring a blitz, it's pretty hit or miss. It's going to be a good play for one team and a bad play for the other team. And thought we had a chance to get rid of a couple times, and they just got to us too fast, and we didn't make them pay for it. We did a little bit there at the end, but obviously that was too late. A couple things, just inside, they got on us too quick. I think one time we had a chance to get rid of it, a little high snap, so we couldn't get rid of it. But they were risky with a lot of their blitzes, and sometimes you like that. You got to make them pay though, and we didn't. So when you don't make them pay for blitzes, guys are going to keep bringing it, and it took us too long to make them pay.
Last one.
Kyle, with Tevin Coleman, was that a re-injury of the same knee, and what do you know about him, at least early indications?
Yeah, it was the same knee. He wanted to go back in. We tried, and then he just couldn't. So I don't know what the deal is for this week. Obviously I'm hoping he's ready for Thursday, but his knee was re-injured, and he couldn't go back in the game.
All right, thanks, folks.
All right.